Hey guys, welcome to a new video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys what I do for measuring demand versus competition on Redbubble. Now, there were other methods how I used to do this. Sometimes I used to just, stick with what works and essentially create more designs in certain niches where I know they're going to succeed. But what about for a beginner? What about for somebody who maybe he's never even tried Redbubble before? They're not sure what they have to do. I'm going to show you guys what's the best way that I go now about these kind of methods. So I'll kind of share this information with you guys. So even the reason why I'm making this video is Santiago Barnuevo says how to measure demand and competition of a niche. I'm talking about the presence or the rough numbers to determine what is worth the effort, which is a great question for Redbubble. So let's go ahead and hop right into Redbubble, and I'm going to show you once again how to measure demand and competition. Now, something that you do want to kind of understand is there are different levels to different niches. So a niche that has a high demand is a good niche, but if the competition is too high, it's sometimes, and this is not all the time, but sometimes it might not be as good as an opportunity as other opportunities out there, simply because we have a set limit to the number of designs that we can create. And even if you are not going to create 60 designs, you still have a set amount of time that you're going to invest per day doing this. So not every niche is created equal. There are some niches that are very low competition, but lower search demand, right? Or no search demand. In that case, you really want to ask yourself, do I really want to create, designs in there? Then you have other niches that might be a little bit higher search demand, but lower competition. Then in that case, that might be a golden opportunity, right? Then you have other places or other niches that are extremely high competition and extremely high demand. So let's go take a look at these things. So there's this tool called the Redbubble Analytics Pro. And I got this tool from Bots and Apps, Redbubble Analytics Pro. I never even spoke about this tool. This is the tool right here. You can see it, Redbubble Analytics Pro. They don't give too information about this. They just give how to install it, how to use it, etc. But I'll just show you kind of what I do. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to think of a specific niche, right? Because you have to think, okay, is a certain niche ideal, right? Now, let's use the floral niche. Okay, so now you could either sit here and type in the word floral, and I could just tell you it's a little bit competitive, but if we just open up this tool here and just type in floral, we'll get to see certain data behind the niche. Now, in the tool, you're going to get all kinds of different information. If you didn't know already, Google Trends is a good depictor for one thing and one thing only, and that's to see desire over time. So the first thing you're going to see is a little bit of Google Trends. Now you can see here, there's not really a really high dip or a really low hill here, like bottom. So we know that the desire for the keyword floral is relatively consistent over time. Now, you could see here also, and the cool thing about this is that you could see here the main category is sticker. So for this keyword floral, if you're going to create designs in the floral niche, you're going to want to use the sticker as your thumbnail post. This is very, very powerful right here. And that's just the key thing that will create the most sales, right? Here is the competition. So we have a level of competition here, and the indicator is 1,585,719 total designs. So the competition is relatively high, but if you look at this, there are a total of 89 shops competing. So 89 shops are competing in the higher levels for that specific floral keyword. Now, this creates somewhat of an indicator of really the true levels of competition. Anything over 200 shops competing in a certain niche, I would not compete in. Anything over 200. 89 is not bad. I mean, really, ideally, what you look for is anything like 50 and below. But if it's 89, it's not too bad, right? Now, we can go ahead and scroll down and see what are these top stores competing at. So the number one shop is junkie.com. This is the shop name with a total of 4 entries in the specific floral niche, right? Now we could actually take a look at what this person has to offer by clicking on their name and things like that. Now I'm not going to do that now, but that's only if I decide that I'm actually going to go and compete in this niche and I want to get an idea of how skillful these creators are on Redbubble. Now there's other data here like things like related keywords, floral, flowers, flower delivery, floral near me, but this is Google related keywords. Now this is beneficial for search, for Google SEO. I might include certain words like these in my tags or in my title if it somewhat relates to Google search for the design that I'm creating. So for example, if I see here that one of the top keywords is the keyword jasmine flower related to the keyword floral, which was my original search, I might want to use the keyword jasmine floral and create a jasmine floral design in my titles, right? Now, by the way, the competition here in the CPC is all related to paid ads, so it's not necessarily related to Google search or Google SEO. Here, you just want to pay attention to the number of searches and the keywords if you end up using it. So now we have a general competition about how difficult it is, and I can tell you it's at about a medium difficulty. Now, if you're not sure what the difficulty is, you look over here and it tells you medium difficulty. There's low difficulty, medium, or high. The reason why I would say this is medium is although it has lots and lots of competition, right, in terms of the number of art pieces, and it will be hard to rank up, there's only 89 shops competing, which means after the 89 pieces of art, if you take 89 times about 4, because we see here the highest entry is about 4, 89 times 4, that's close to about 300 and like, let's say 60, I think. Let's see the actual number. I'm not a human calculator, but let's do 88. Let's do 89 times 4, what that number is. Yeah, 356. So I said 360, but really close. So 356 amount pieces of art. So that means ideally for the keyword floral, you're going to have to rank past 356 designs to start moving upwards. Now, you could do that with the Redbubble Automator. You could do that by getting some sales. You could do that by promoting it on Instagram, then getting some sales, and you slowly rank up. That's why it's relatively a medium difficulty. If it was anything over 200 here for the number of shops competing, I wouldn't even spend any time doing that. So think of the keyword that you're willing to compete in, the niche, right? And take a look at the competition versus the shops competing. Then, if you're not sure about your solution, just look at the difficulty and it will tell you. I personally will not compete in anything with high difficulty. You guys may know this. I've spoken about this in the tagging course, the Redbubble tagging course, which I always leave in the link in the description. For those who don't know, we created a course around tagging, SEO, how to get traffic to your design. I don't go for high difficulty type designs. Never. Now, honestly, if I really could, my best case scenario, 9 times out of 10, I want to compete in low difficulty competition type of stuff. And you can see here the Google search is dramatically high. Now, why does the Google search matter? Well, the Google search matters because if you're going to create a business around this niche, what you can do is you can create a blog, a website, and you can use the blog to promote every product in your store. Now, the Google search ranking or search results, the number of search matters because if the larger the search, the more that you have a potential to get traffic on your store. Some people think that lower search is better, and that's not always the case because what that could mean is if it's lower search, there's not as much demand for. The higher the demand, the higher the search. But remember, we're also looking at a short tail keyword here, like the keyword floral. If I type in another keyword added to the keyword floral, something a little bit longer, so for example, like that jasmine keyword, jasmine flower here, right? If I copy this, and I just paste this here, we can actually see what may or may not come up. And there might be a little bit of details, there might be a lot of details, but regardless, whatever kind of data comes up, right, we can base that on and understand that a longer tail keyword will create less competition. Now you could see here, we have 72 shops competing. That alone is a huge indicator of how much less competition there is. So it's drastically less competition, keyword jasmine flower. Now let's see how many entries for each store. So here you have the first creator, FTML, the store, has 17 total entries. Now the fact that this person has 17 total entries means they're following all the statutes that we say in the course. What do we say in the course? When you're actually succeeding with a keyword, what you need to do is you need to double down. You need to create more and more artwork related to that specific keyword because you need to absorb and just dominate the market. And this is exactly what this person is doing with 17. You could look the next person right after, which is Carlos V. The store on Redbubble called Carlos V has 5 total entries. If we just click on this person's store, we can view their store right here. We can see their shop and their designs, and you could see they're not necessarily a floral related design store. They're creating all different kinds of stuff. So you can quickly dominate a store like this and beat a business like this just by doing some simple keyword research. And if we want to validate our ideas, we could see here that the difficulty is indeed still medium, so that's not bad, right? And we can look for all different types of keywords and all different kinds of levels, and we can see that there's a total of 5,313 total results with the keyword jasmine flower. So, I mean, and this is not, the end-all be-all, but imagine if you had, let's say, 3 stores with 2,000 designs on each one. If you did that just for this one keyword and then included a bunch of alternative keywords or secondary keywords, there's a lot of money you would make over a longer period of time, because the Google search is 201,000 searches per month, right? And the interest doesn't necessarily peak or decrease. Now, if we want to just kind of validate our ideas and we want more ideas for the keyword jasmine flower, and that's the idea that we're going to go with, I'm just going to copy this keyword and I'm going to paste it right here, because if that's the niche that I'm truly going to go with, I'm going to find more details now. So I could see here the keyword jasmine flower. We have jasmine and flower, of course. Those are the 2 most common tags that are being used. We have lots of other ones. We have pretty jasmine flower. We have pretty jasmine. We have tall jasmine, right? Maybe people are searching for tall jasmine related flowers. Maybe that's something that's, important. We have jasmine flower bouquet, big jasmine flower, jasmine illustration, right? And you want to look through all these different keywords, because there are some things that might relate, some things that don't relate, right? Here we have the flower symbol of purity. Maybe this jasmine flower is the symbol of purity. You want to look into these things and use specific keywords, right? And you want to do the research on these things. That's if you're, a beginner. You're simply not sure. This is a new niche for you, right? And of course, if you're a trendy kind of person, you like to see into the trends and things like that, you can always see if the keyword that you're searching for is related to the trends, right? So you can check your weekly trends, you could check your daily trends and see kind of what's going on there, and you could see the index of how they're moving up or down. So you could see here, this is a Christmas t-shirt. Is moved up 10 units, right? And it's moved, the rankings are changing and the results are changing. So there are different things that matter, but I would say really just try to focus on niches that are medium to low competition. And once you find a niche that you could stick in, I would go ahead over here to this Redbubble tag generator and I would search different tags if you're looking for the most frequently used. Then what I would do is take those frequently used tags and hop into the Redbubble rocket tagger, and I would let the AI kind of do its work and find some different tags for you based on those specific keywords, all right? I'll talk to you later. Thank you for watching. Peace out. Bye.